If you would like to learn more about Transmedia or listen to the podcast version of this interview, which is extended, please check the links below the video in the little boxy thing.
Here we are, another week, another vlog. This one is going to be a little bit different because I am going to help out a friend, Greg McQueen. First, I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Hi, my name is Greg McQueen and I'm a multimedia design and communication student from Aarhus Business Academy in Denmark.
Some of you might be wondering, how the heck do I know this guy? And the simple answer to that is the wonderful world of social networking. To put it simply, without Transmedia, I wouldn't know anything about him. Now, for some strange and inexplicable reason, Greg has asked me if I will answer a few questions for him. And this is how it's gonna work. He's gonna ask me questions via his recordings, and I'm gonna answer them through here. Then I'm gonna splice it all together and produce it as a vlog, and he's gonna put it all together and release it as a podcast. Alright, so let's get this show on the road.
So my first question is, how did you go from being Tyson to that girl Tyson? And what I mean by that is, how did you go from someone who maybe just enjoys the internet to becoming a content creator?
Now that's kind of an interesting question because the transition from being just regular old Tyson on the street to somebody who's vlogging and blogging and tweeting and Facebooking every single day of her life has been a really rapid transition, and it's also been a really strange one because I never set out to have subscribers on YouTube or followers on Twitter. The real reason that I did it was because I was bored.
The other thing I'd like to know is what you get out of producing the content that you do and what you get out of sharing it online. And the other part of this question is, what do you feel someone like me gets out of it?
What do I get out of these vlogs and blogs? Other than my rampant thoughts being contained in one specific spot, I also get the pleasure of meeting some really cool people. But what do the ones who do watch it get out of it, and what do you get out of it? Honestly, I hope a laugh. And I think they like the fact that it's pretty much a guarantee that I am going to make a fool of myself.
And a lot of people produce content online because they want to promote something or they want to spread an idea. Is there some kind of aspect to it for you that's, for example, promotional, or is there some kind of strategy behind it? Or eventual goal that you're trying to get to?
Well, I might as well come out and say it. I do have ulterior motives. I am actually a writer, and it's very encouraged for writers and authors to have a personal platform. And as this has grown over the last year or two, it has taken on a message, and that message really is love for all. I know it sounds hippie and corny and a little bit weird, but it's true. I just want people to know that we should love each other and the world would just be a 10 times better place. And it's not even a new message.
So let's talk about the practical stuff. How do you find ideas for blog posts and video blogs and stuff like that? Well, where do you get your inspirations from? But what's the process of you actually producing a video blog, for example?
I find the more technical side of things not very entertaining, but it's actually what I'm asked the most is, where do I come up with my ideas? They come from my brain, and I draw from everything that's around me. When I'm at the gym, I'm thinking. When I'm in my car, I've pretty much vlogged about everything under the sun, it feels like. Now, how do I produce my vlogs? I record them on my little tiny camera, and then I transfer that onto my computer, which is a laptop, and I edit it through a software program called Power Director. I only upload it through YouTube, and then I share the YouTube links through Twitter and Facebook, and then other people share them for me.
You blog about a lot of different things, and you've already spoken here about how you find ideas and how you find inspiration for the video blog. But what are the limits? What are the things that you won't talk about on the video blog?
I don't really have a limit. I know that there is a chance that I'm going to offend people. I know there is a chance that people are going to disagree with me, and that is the beauty of this world. I like to think that even when I touch on vlog subjects and blog subjects that are a little unconventional, I do it in a way that is both engaging and not crass and vulgar. I try to approach it with humor, and I try to present it in a manner that other people can learn from and engage with without feeling uncomfortable.
You've been doing this for a while now, and I'm sure you've learned some valuable lessons along the way. So what advice would you give someone who's just starting out?
The only two pieces of advice I really have for people who want to expand their horizons and start a video blog or a blog is to be safe and be themselves. That's all I can tell them to do.
Well, that's all the questions I have. So thank you, Tyson, for taking the time to answer my questions. and I'll see you around online.
I really hope that you do well on your project, and it's been a pleasure connecting with you again. And if you ever need anything else, feel free to reach out and talk to me. I am around and I do respond, usually. As for my small group of viewers, I hope you enjoyed this small twist of this vlog, and I hope to see you all again next week for another edition of That Girl Tyson.
General quarters, all hands man your battle stations, all hands man your battle stations.